You won't believe the tea we're spilling today. From secret breakups to shocking lies, this is Unreal Tea. Hit subscribe before the drama starts. Welcome everyone. Sister Wives Scandal. Did Kody Brown almost land in jail? Sister Wives. Shock Kody Brown. Nearly arrested? Secret midnight escape exposed. Kody Brown, the polygamous patriarch at the center of Sister Wives, is no stranger to controversy. But one thing he's always managed to avoid: the law. Until now, that is. Whispers are swirling. Did Kody Brown get arrested? Was he really on the verge of being thrown behind bars for practicing polygamy? Here's the truth behind the headline-grabbing chaos. Kody has always walked a tightrope between love and legality. Fans will remember the infamous midnight escape from Utah when he fled the state with his plural family under the cover of darkness, terrified that handcuffs could be one knock away. All because of the family's unconventional lifestyle. So, what happened recently that reignited the firestorm? Rumors exploded across Facebook in December. Doctored mugshots, clickbait headlines. Kody Brown arrested, they screamed. But despite the wildfire of misinformation, no, Kody was never actually arrested. He had one close encounter with law enforcement, and even that's murky. Robyn Brown, often described as Kody's favorite wife, opened up in a raw clip that's now circulating widely. In it, she recounts the terrifying moment in 2010 when their family was nearly torn apart by the legal system. The state of Utah was threatening prosecution because of our beliefs, because we were a plural family, Robyn explained, her voice shaking. The fear was so intense, they uprooted their entire lives. We moved because we wanted to stay together. We were trying to be a family without being torn apart or thrown in jail, Robyn added. But in 2016, Fox 13 News reported that the Lehigh Police Department never actually opened a criminal investigation into Kody or the Browns. So why all the panic? Because the threat was always real. Robyn painfully recalled how even friends judged her. They'd look at me like I was wrong, like I was a sinner, she said. And legally, the lines were blurred. At the time, Utah's federal solicitor Parker Douglas confirmed that while polygamy was technically illegal under Utah's bigamy statute, the Attorney General's office wasn't actively prosecuting families just for being plural. But none of that mattered in the moment. For Kody, Robyn, and the other sister wives, the fear wasn't just about arrest. It was about losing each other, and that fear still lingers. Sister Wives, bombshell. Kody Brown reveals shocking PDA secret that broke the family. While the legal storm may have passed, Sister Wives is far from peaceful. In a jaw-dropping moment during the latest one-on-one special, Kody Brown sat down with host Suki Krishnan and dropped one of the most emotionally volatile admissions of the season. At 55, Kody reflected not just on faith or law, but on something far more intimate: the emotional landmine of public displays of affection, PDA. It all started when Christine Brown Woolley called out an unspoken rule: that physical affection in front of other wives used to be off limits. But things changed when Kody fell for Robyn. I remember the last time Robyn and I showed PDA in front of the family, Kody said. He paused. Then the bombshell: we got kicked out. Suki, stunned, asked him to clarify. Kicked out? Kody hesitated again. I'm not going there. Yeah, they fucked with us bad. And, wow, it cost me dearly. The room went quiet. She pushed again. What happened? But Kody shut it down completely. It's a story that just cannot be told, he said with finality. It's something so fundamentally destructive. I can't even talk about it. The tension in the studio was suffocating. Suki tried to press gently. Was it recent? Let's not talk about it. Kody replied, emotionally closed off. But when she asked if it was truly that traumatizing, Kody's response was chillingly poetic. Until Meri and Janelle are remarried, I will not show PDA with Robyn in front of them. He continued, explaining how deep the damage runs. When we feel safe, we can be candid. But when we're not, we've learned to be watchful. Because when pure love is exposed, it summons down vengeance. It's like the world hates true love. They want to destroy it. According to Kody, the emotional backlash from showing love to Robyn in front of his other wives was catastrophic. He wasn't just talking about awkward glances. He was talking about deep, searing resentment that tore his family apart. He summed it up with painful honesty. Falling in love hasn't been painful because of Robyn. It's been painful because of how the world treated that love. Sister wives break down. Robyn and Meri clash over PDA rules. Don't throw it in my face. As Kody's confessions cast a haunting shadow over the Brown family's past, the women themselves began to speak, and their words were just as revealing, especially when it came to the ongoing pain of PDA, jealousy, and rejection. Robyn Brown, often accused of being the favorite, opened up in her own segment of the special, and what she said stunned fans. We're not always on the same page about affection, she admitted. What I think is subtle, Kody thinks is extreme. Then came the quote that had the internet buzzing. I mean, kissing is fine in front of people, but a full makeout session, where you're seeing spit and tongue swapping, that's where I draw the line. But the real emotional gut punch came from Meri Brown. Meri, who's been part of Kody's life for decades, wasn't directly asked about the rumors, the midnight escape, or even the legal threats. But when it came to PDA, she didn't hold back. It was always uncomfortable, always awkward. It still is. The camera lingered on her face, eyes full of hurt and reflection. When I see it with him and Robyn now, it's like they're throwing it in my face. I don't like that. Just be you. Love her. But don't be a jerk to me about it. That single quote shattered any illusion that the family had moved on. Meri didn't say she wanted Kody back. She didn't beg for his attention. What she did was something far more powerful. She set a boundary. I'm okay with hand-holding, hugging, maybe a kiss, she explained. But when it crosses into get a room territory, that's just disrespectful. The hurt wasn't just about Robyn getting affection. It was about how blatantly that affection erased the other women. Then came the most revealing part of all, Robyn's memory of how strict and punishing the family dynamics were when she first arrived. I was told I didn't get a say, she said, that I had to adapt, that I couldn't change anything. Her words were measured. She didn't name who told her that, but the message was clear: conform or be cast out. Robyn had tiptoed through the minefield of a polygamous family, torn between old loyalties and new love, all while under the brutal spotlight of reality TV. And for the women of Sister Wives, PDA wasn't just a kiss on the cheek or a hand on the back. It was a weapon, a symbol, a declaration of war and favoritism, all in one small gesture. Sister Wives Escape Night. Inside the secret midnight fleet to dodge arrest, Kody Brown's fears exposed. Before reality TV made the Brown family a household name, their life operated under constant tension, a nerve-wracking balance between deep-rooted faith and the looming shadow of the law. And that shadow grew darker the moment cameras entered their home. In the high deserts of the American West, Kody Brown once led his sprawling family away from the public eye, not out of shame, but out of sheer survival. To some, he was a spiritual leader. To others, a lawbreaker. To his family, he was just trying to keep them safe. And yet, Millions watch their private battles unfold every week as religion, marriage, parenting, and raw emotion collided on screen. But behind that familiar reality TV glow was a deeper terror, one that nearly broke them. Kody once believed handcuffs were just a knock away. Back in the early seasons, the threat of arrest for polygamy was more than just a plot point. It was a terrifying possibility. The pressure was relentless. Cameras documented their faith, but prosecutors watched just as closely. Then one night, they vanished. No police sirens, no news headlines, just a quiet, calculated escape under the cover of darkness. The Brown family packed their entire lives in hours, boxes hurriedly filled, children roused from their beds. They crossed state lines, not for adventure, but for protection. Why? Because at the time, Utah's laws were dangerously close to turning their home into a crime scene. Robyn Brown recalled it with crystal clarity. We basically moved because we wanted to be a family without being torn apart or thrown in jail. And yet, years later, the truth unraveled. There had never been a formal investigation, no active warrant, no looming arrest. In 2016, Fox 13 confirmed the Lehigh Police Department had never launched a criminal probe against Kody Brown. But the fear was real, the panic, the urgency, the trauma, all real, and fear spreads like wildfire, especially online. Years later, viral posts erupted on Facebook claiming Kody had been arrested. Fake mugshots, outrage posts. Kody Brown jailed for polygamy, screamed the headlines. But none of it was true. Not then, not ever. No charges, no trial, no jail. Just a man, flawed, stubborn, and polarizing, trying to live by his convictions, even as they clashed with the law. Kody Brown never went to prison, but he's been trapped in different ways, by fame, by faith, and by the crumbling walls of a plural marriage built in the public eye. For fans of Sister Wives, the drama goes far beyond the screen. It's about love that sparked resentment, loyalty that demanded silence, and a family torn apart, not by law, but by secrets, jealousy, and the invisible rules that govern hearts. This family's drama is far from over, so smash like if you're signed Team Wives, subscribe for the next explosive update, and drop a comment below. Who do you think will win? Stay shady, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next scandal. Unreal Tea out.